And Sermon,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you bluntly. Can I ask you this bluntly?
Yeah.
Who
SKADE.
do you think's taken that? You're SKADE. Okay. Fair
Saw it
enough.
coming. Yeah, as much as I would like to pander to our Polish audience and tell them that Anonymo are going to be successful here, man, they did it on Nuke. I'll give them that. You know, it was 16-2. SKADE didn't look like they were in it at all. And then Overpass came along and a casual 16-8, was it? Comes out. I don't know, man. Inferno seems to be a really good map for SKADE, all things considered. Such a good win rate. Played so many times. Everyone likes to play a bit of Inferno, right? So they've been playing against pretty much everyone and defeating like teams that I would rate higher than Anonymo, really. So I don't really see how they can really be making a case for themselves here. SKADE beat Extra Salt. They beat Movie Star Riders. That was all very recently. What do you make of this? Give us your predictions.
I predict an entertaining and close game.
Wow, way to sit on the fence.
No. I'm actually gonna rate Anonymo in this one. I'm sorry.
Really?
Gonna go for it. Yeah. I think it's gonna
You're
be
not
super
just like picking
close.
it because I'm not picking it?
No, I think it's actually going to be super close. I think it's going to be a really intense matchup, and I think we could have a bit of a brawl. I think we could even have overtime here, but I do think Anonymo might just take it.
Okay, then. I was expecting quite a good performance out of SKADE, and I think Anonymo, they would be lucky to get themselves into a position where they can win, and at that point they can work, but I'm going to be backing SKADE here. I'm going to be cheering for my Polish boys as always, though, as SKADE do in fact win. That was just a knife round, don't worry, kids. Nothing lost yet. Just going to be them deciding to stay on the CT side. Anonymo will be on the offense here in this very final map. Fighting for tournament life, Dan. This is the playoffs. None of that Swiss nonsense anymore. Just going to be, if you lose, you're out. If you're in, well, you get some other teams to play against, obviously.
Yeah, if you're either a loser or not a loser yet. That's how it works.
You know, that's how life works in general. That's
Unless
just
you
a
get
life
to the
lesson here.
final, and then you might be a winner.
But takes a while to get there, though.
Yeah, not at that point yet. We're still just finding our final playoff team, or final quarter-final team, I should say, as we're already in playoffs, but yet to find out who's going to be taking that final spot in that quarter-final as Anonymo. They will try and find an opening kill, and they will do exactly that. Kai gets a frag onto Ships, who actually peeked in down mid, an audacious peek. That's not going to work out for him at all. Now just one player towards B. They are just going to roll on straight through. Duplicate just backs away, keeps himself alive. He has the defuse kit for his team, so he wants to die at least somewhere near the site, somewhere his teammates can pick this one up. As Kai on a little bit of a jiggle
just
there.
Not getting using the entire magazine, it seems like, and then other players come in to give him a hand, as Church seems to be overrun by counter-terrorists, but K is doing his best to get rid of them, and Kyler even chimes in there as well. It's Anonymo to pick up the pistol round, a very important one for sure, especially when you're starting out on the T side. You want that early advantage going your way, because who knows how many rounds you're going to be getting.
I mean, historically, generally over the past few months, Anonymo have favoured the CT side a little bit more in terms of being able to pick up rounds on that side. Well, for the SKADE side, generally more proficient on the T side, but they have good win rates on both, so it's not.
So they're proficient on their T side. Anonymo actually have to win this one out with 8 points, you're saying. Otherwise, we may not be seeing them have luck in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Anonymo is slightly better on their CT side compared to T, but not by much. So yeah, you generally want to be seeing Anonymo taking the lead in this first half if they want to close this down.
We'll be using that as a metric going forward to measure their success, as the entry from K does not come in toward long. Just gonna be them taking position here to execute onto a bomb site. But will they go back to B? It certainly seems like it. Fading back as Duplicate is still jump spotting Banana, but has the utility to hold them back should an unexpected push arise. Though the T's at this point, I think they fancy their chances with pushing the smoke, obviously. Duplicate He just threw it back, and they know it was only one player that ran away, but they're not going to be chasing him through. They're going to be allowing the CTs to get the rotations in. That's going to be Rainwaker missing a bit of a pot shot, but the push from Anonymo still incoming, and only 2 players here to hold them aback.
This Deagle could find some serious damage. We'll wait and see. First kill found. Looking for more. Gets a second, but only so many bullets in that magazine. And with Minio wrapping all the way around the back of the ruins, they will secure themselves the site. Casualties taken, though. Means it's a 3-on-3. With SKADE still in an opportunity to find some little bit more damage. But now it's all going the way of Anonymo. Queen kills come through. Innocence. AK just lighting them up at range there.
Do love a good light up at range.
Yeah. Did you ever see those lights they used in World War II? Like the infrared ones?
No, what are you talking about? I never heard of this.
They used infrared lights to spot people.
For what? Oh, they just like flooded sort of areas with the infrared and then used the night vision goggles to see them?
Well, they didn't really have night vision goggles.
Yeah, but you know, infrared sensors, that's what a night vision goggle is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh!
Oh, dearie me.
Jesus. That's a way to start a round, isn't it, for SKADE? A triple for duplicate on Banana. Innocent and Kyler still alive, but can they salvage this round? They have to keep these guns out of the hands of the CTs or it's game over. The MAC-10 from far away can't find anything. Oh, dear. Afraid of falling behind you again. Oh. And that's one way to end it. Jeez, how did they get away with that one? So many kills for duplicate there. 4 on Banana. Let's see those again in slow motion, but it's not going to look any less painful when you look at it the second time. What a play. A play that can never be duplicated, if you will.
Gee. Oh, I mean, I don't know how to respond to that one. I don't want to.
No, you don't. You're not under no legal pressure to do so.
No. But it was nice nonetheless. Nice round from SKADE, getting it done, getting guns in their corner. And now, Anonymo, pressure on. 2 AKs, 2 Deagles, a Galil for Kyler. Really not what you'd be wanting here. Maybe you just need to kill the chicken for a bit of good luck.
Bit of good luck and a bit of good chicken stock. As Anonymo takes stock of their situation at this time, they do have, you know, mid, but that's kind of a gimme for the T side always. As the push toward top mid continues, and now they have a bit of a choice ahead of them. Do they fade on back toward the B site, or do they continue aggressing toward the A? They do have a player in apartments. That's going to be Innocent on the AK-47, I believe. As the long push comes in, and they can just wrap around on this A bomb site, no problem. But Denislaw is going to be catching them on the cross. Still, maximum 1 kill for him here. As they run ahead of the smoke, you never want to be doing that, especially since Ships, he's going to be pushing it. Snacks ready. And the kills are raining in, but the T's are dropping like flies, I'm afraid. SKADE, they're doing a good job holding on to this A bomb site. 3 players remaining and only Snacks left alive. He's hungry, sure. But all the Ubers are busy. All the Uber Eats drivers, they got other deliveries to make.
I was just Googling to make sure that I didn't go crazy with that IR stuff. But yeah, Germany literally just mounted big-ass infrared searchlights on the back of the half-tracks. Interesting little bit of knowledge. Yeah. Don't know how effective they were, to be honest.
Well, it's like a normal light, but human eyes can't see it, so
yeah,
it just works about the same.
Yeah.
It's just outside of our visual range, so we can usually predict how it's going to be behaving. I think what you can predict is if Rainwaker's going to get this kill, though. Has to fall back after that spray. Minio dropped down HP, but at least Rainwaker makes it out with his life. As Anonymo are, of course, on a full block round. Not really much to work with other than the utility on Snacks, and even that's a bit questionable. I think that we're going to be trying to head toward apartments and do a waterfall execute, but all of this presence in apartments has given them a second thought.
going to have an absolute meal there. Ace for him. Against the
Ooh.
pistols, mind you, but they are just an absolute treat. Anything, it's just even one thing just to boost your confidence. It's acing in a single M4 mag.
30 bullets, all you need. Can't get that one done with the silenced.
Just be even
M4A1S.
harder as well.
It would be much harder. But the spray control is easier. Generally prefer that weapon, though I have changed over to the M4A4 due to peer pressure.
Good.
Maybe I'll regret it and I'll change back in a few weeks, we'll see. Either way, some early damage onto Rainwaker courtesy of the wall bang into the apartments. As he has to fall back, and Banana about to get contested though. CT's wanting a piece of the pie for themselves. They bring a Mag 7 into the fray. Behind the broken wall, he's just gonna be waiting here, Ships, in his port. As Denny Slot takes care of the angle for him. They still don't expect the shotgun to be there, but you know what? It's not gonna see any action. Doesn't need to if the op just does all the work. Denny Slot with 3! What a Banana defense. We've seen him do it with the Deagle before. No, wait, that was the op as well. Losing my mind.
Finally a kill for the T side, but did it make much difference? Innocence left alone, 1 versus 4. Doesn't even have the bomb, only has 20 HP. T's are gonna, or CTs are going to start pushing down Banana, so he's just going to get caught, and Dennis Law finds himself a 4th. That Mag 7, not able to do anything. It just has to watch as Dennis Law just found them one by one. Walking into his sightlines and kills coming through. Does put SKADE on 4. Good start with the guns out.
Yeah. Still in the game though, the Mag 7. Oh no, wait, Chips did exchange it for an AK-47.
He's back on the Mag 7 now though.
Oh. Okay, I'm confused.
I think he picked up an AK, drops it to a teammate, and wants to continue using a Mag 7 towards Banana. Especially considering they're on pistols.
And they haven't actually spotted him out in the previous, so why not repeat? But, you know, getting a flash in the face, that makes a good case for not using it, I'm afraid. Good opening kill here for the Polish side, as the Eagles have been stopped somewhat. And hey, at least now they have a Mag 7 to play with. Maybe they can farm up some money. A quick execute into the site is not going to be giving Duplicate much to work with here, especially with the Mag 7 denying him position. And should the bomb be allowed to get planted? I don't think they have it.
Yeah, dropped in towards, I think, second oranges there. Snacks trying his damnedest with that Swag 7. Does get decent damage for onto Rainwaker, but can't find the kill. And SKADE, they find a 5th. Only 2 players surviving in all of that, though. But yeah, I mean, Ships, he's going to go for the Mag 7 again. See if it works out this time. Did get fully blinded last time. Someone managed to shoot between about 3 enemies that were pushing him while blinded.
Ooh.
Max just hoping somebody's going to peek into his crosshair.
But they're not budging. It's so tense. Because you know stuff's going to go down as soon as they start pushing on up, but they're staying still. They're like statues for now. The Snacks is still hoping that one of the CTs is going to be poking out. However, K does push the issue and he gets fragged. Swag 7 not going to find any use here as the B bomb site has been completely decimated. Though the T's, they're not even pushing on into an empty bomb site because Denislaw has already made his appearance. He even gets a kill for his troubles, but he is smoked off at the moment. A 2 versus 3, and they can't cross into the site because there's a big old thick gap. But a big old flank as well from none other than Innocent.
Yeah, we can definitely get a kill onto Denislaw if he rounds the corner. Just over 30 seconds on the clock. There's still 1 player, that's Oxygen towards A. Easy kill onto Denislaw here. He's going to hear the steps to his right. He knows 2 players are coming. But oh, Rainwaker! What a denial. What a denial.
Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
And it's all because you guys in chat just stopped spamming Yejish you know?
Yeah.
If you guys continued reminding him that he has to go, or whatever Yejish means, I think it's go. Either way, you guys have to keep reminding him in chat, because otherwise he's going to get caught out like this 100% of the time.
Yeah, I don't know how Rainmaker found that shot so quickly.
It's insane. I think, you know, he still had movement and accuracy there, but, you know, the lucky headshot comes through. Tends to happen. The bullet has to go somewhere, and it just so happened to be into Voyo's head.
That's not fun.
No, it is not. Timeouts are no fun either, but it has concluded now, so don't worry, kids. We'll be getting into the action shortly enough. Anonymo's buy, though, is going to leave something to be desired. 2 MAC-10s, a CZ-75, and a P250, along with Innocent on the Glock, unless you got something on the floor to pick up. No, it's just going to be more grenades. They're saving money for the next, of course.
Rainmaker's at 13,000.
Oh, dear. That's very close to the money cap. He's going to have to start spending. Ooh, push towards short, though, so fast, and Oxygen manages to take care of one, but Rainmaker has to help out from long and, well, falls straight after. The 3 versus 4 situation now, 2 versus 4, in fact. Denislav finding the initial, and might as well save. If he can run away with this MAC-10 and get that gun on long, it would have been nice. But Kyler decides to hold the fort.
I mean, he
just
sort of
capitulates. Yeah, but pushing toward long, you know, unexpectedly, mowing both of the players down there and saving one of their guns. That was probably the play at the moment, but you don't really want to be giving up on the bomb once it's planted, do you?
Five-round lead for SKADE, not dropping anything since the guns have come out. And yeah, a few rebuys required in that previous round, or from that previous round, I should say. But I mean, the economy is just so strong. You've got 3 players at about 10k, 1 at 9, 1 at 6. So there's just so much cash in that reserve for SKADE. It's going to take like 3-4 rounds before SKADE are going to have to start thinking about an eco. Maybe more, actually. I think... Are SKADE going to be good to the end of the game? This economy?
No. Not this many buys. They would have to jam time it if they wanted that kind of efficiency to come in. And oh boy, speaking of efficiency, $300 for all that damage. That's a good deal. Ooh, even gets spotted by the AWP from far away. Doesn't connect the kill though. Still a 5-on-5, but Anonymo's game plan has been given away somewhat. They know the banana presence was scary as they just get off it, put the foot off the gas a little bit as it's top mid next on the list for them to take. And at this point, the terrorists, they still have enough utility to execute wherever they damn well please, and it looks like B is going to be the place they want to be doing so. Snacks left behind on top middle. Wondering if these 2 Ts are going to be faking. Yes, they will. A Molotov toward A. That's going to be keeping those CTs at bay for at least a little while, keeping them from rotating to the B bomb site, as the hit will indeed conclude here. It's going to be duplicate and ships to hold them back. And there's not much utility left on them, just a single flash, and they'll be using it right now. Let's see if they can make it work. The initial kill does go their way, but that was a quick trade, and a second trade right after. 3 versus 3 now, but Rainmaker already, you know, waiting behind that smoke, waiting for the flank and ready for it. Innocent goes down. His flanks really haven't been working so far, unfortunately, as the CTs continue to aggress here toward B site, but Snacks, he's too fast. Gets the kill onto Denny.
Forward Rainmaker. Hoping for the frags, but with no support from Oxygen there. Only 3 HP from him. There's just, yeah, no chance. It will be Anonymo onto a third. Finally getting a gun round in their favour, but is it going to be a short, promised sort of build-up here, or can Anonymo actually find a sequence of rounds here and push this to a close first half?
Yeah, like we said, 8 would be sort of required for them to like have a comfortable chance of winning this one. And we're way out of the comfort zone now. They can still technically make it to 8, of course, but let's just say that it's looking like a more of a 10-5 kind of half, but it's even worse when you consider the fact that SKADE is not going to be ecoing in the near future. Still, though, plenty of rounds left. We'll be seeing if their economy gets absolutely decimated in the coming rounds as the push does come in. Banana not really being contested. The terrorists and counter-terrorists sort of conceding the middle of no man's land there on Banana, as Apartments is getting taken. Innocent trying to find the kill. There's a player there, but unbeknownst to him, he has dropped down into a pit. So now what are Anonymo going to do? Well, just put ships behind broken wall with the Mag 7, obviously. That's just the default play at this point. Gonna have to dodge those flashes, though, if he wants to make it work.
Ooh, smoke dropped. Minio needs it to escape. I mean, still just so much cash for SKADE. Not reasonable. Not reasonable at all. Molotov in towards pit. Will force oxygen out unless he decides to drop a smoke, which will deprive those flames of oxygen.
That's how you stop that exothermic reaction right there. But that reaction, not really good for SKADE, as they do lose a player. The trade's favored terrorist side as the push continues, but the players from pit, will he be able to hold? Doesn't matter. Duplicate comes in, gets that bomb down in front of library, and now Snacks and Kyler, will they have to retrieve a bomb that's on the other side of that smoke? And Duplicate's ready, still there. Ships on the Mag 7, and he's not going toward the bomb. He's instead opting to flank them? What a play. Duplicate's going to be holding onto the bomb by himself anyway. As the Mag 7 once again just doesn't do anything in the round, but hardly matters. The Bulgarians continue to run away with this one.
Yeah, just a single round found by Anonymo there. Not really much you can do other than that.
Snacks gets the entries as well, guys.
He's
You
trying.
get those
He's
chances
trying.
from Snacks and K. They got you 5 rounds, 5 opening kills so far. It's been 11 rounds, so half the time you had the advantage, but we don't really see on that, based on that statistic, whether it was immediately traded or not. As I hear
We having a
chat
pause.
ticking. Yeah, we're having a cancel. This round just not going to be starting at all. As I would like to see the players play a game of tic-tac-toe here.
Yeah, it's.
You might as well.
I do love seeing just draw after draw of tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, it's a
Always
bit of a
fun.
figured out game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I never figured out because 4 in a row, or Connect 4, I suppose it's called, where you drop down those little plastic tokens.
Yeah.
Classic game. We like it is figured out mathematically, but I haven't learned it yet. I
No, it
haven't gone
is
down
more
that rabbit
complex
hole
than
yet.
tic-tac-toe.
Of
Still.
course it is. There's a lot more to it, and you have to
Yeah.
learn it. But there is a mathematically perfect way of playing it, so definitely possible to dominate all the preschoolers if you want. But
Oh, hell yeah.
you know, you need to descend down like an 8 hour long rabbit hole on YouTube to figure it out, probably. So I haven't been asked yet.
No, I mean, the circumstances where I'd be able to use that knowledge are slim right now.
Yeah.
Because, I'm 21, almost 22 actually. Birthday this
Ooh.
month, just realised. But, yeah, almost 20, well, almost 22. I think my Connect 4 days have mostly passed by me.
Yeah, yeah. The chance to get on the pro circuit, you kind of have to
Nah,
start at a very young age. You have to
yeah,
have the proper mentorship. It's kind of like chess, really.
yeah.
You just need to be a genius to get off to it, you know. Been playing
Grandmaster
a
at
fair bit
Connect
of
4.
chess.
Been playing a fair bit of chess, did you say?
Yeah, been grinding chess.com. It got popular on Twitch, so
Yeah.
obviously some of my like personalities started playing it, and always had a knack for it. But obviously, once you start playing competitive, you do realize that you're down there with the shitters, just like everyone else. If you don't play proper, structured chess. Learn some openings. Do main the London. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't really
Basic.
know chess, to be honest.
Yeah, you open up your queenside pawn, and then you get those bishops out of there, and then you try to fight for the what was it, the D? No, the E5 square. You basically fight for the E5 square.
Yeah,
I'm sure you knew what that meant.
it's a square.
It
It's
is a
somewhere in
square,
the
Dan.
middle.
And that's very important that you control the middle, Dan. It's
Yeah.
super important. But yeah, no. After like chess is really fun for a couple months while you're still improving, but you hit a wall at some point, just like with any game. Except in chess, you can't blame your teammates, and you can't blame lag, and you can't blame Volvo fix hit reg please.
What if
So
you're playing speed chess and you hit reg and you end up moving wrong
bro,
because the hit reg while trying to do moves quickly is wrong. The
bro,
site's
bro, bro.
broke.
There's literally a picture I posted on my Twitter. Check it out, by the way. It's SermonDG. Where like I had a move. I was playing speed chess, and the move was checkmate, and it didn't reach the server fast enough, and I lost because I ran out of time. Dan, I literally got CS:GO'd in chess.
That is a lovely, lovely experience.
No, it wasn't. I was crying.
Well, yeah, that was sarcasm. I understand. For a lot of people outside the UK, sarcasm can be quite hard to understand. But I feel like
What do
that
you
one may
mean?
have been a bit of a giveaway.
You said thing. You mean thing. This confused me. Kurva.
We are back into the game though, so chess talk will need to be put on pause for a little bit as the game has become unpaused. And Anonymo having a bit of a mare. I've actually decided to go for 4 AKs in this one, get the full force by through, which if it doesn't go their way, basically means that SKADE have got a 12-3 half, pretty much, 11-3 maybe, or 11-4 potentially, but nice shot from Innocent.
Yeah. Great start to the round. So let's see if SKADE are going to be capitulating here. It doesn't seem likely. Ships gets the initial kill off the back of this B push. Not going to be successful, I'm afraid, as one of them just burns alive. That's going to be Minio. In a 4 versus 3 situation with all the terrorists stuck on top banana. Stop me if you've seen this movie before, because it doesn't usually have a happy ending. But the entries, they can still go their way. As the T's, well, they do have a Molotov, so definitely could be throwing it toward the back of sight there. And Snacks needs to use his smoke to at least get CT out of the question. But Ships, with the smoke of his own, is going to get quite a bit of maneuverability, as Duplicate is going to be swinging as soon as Ships gets contact.
Nice kill from Snacks, but Duplicate still towards the back of the site. He's putting up a lot of damage. Has brought it into just a 2-on-1 with Snacks all alone. Molotov in towards his position. He's standing in the flames, and Rainwaker will finish him off as he tries to escape from them. There's there's a dude chillaxing in that fountain as well. He was just straight vibing. Legs up on the side, floating in the water.
Setting up the Twitch stream, everything.
Yeah.
Fountain streaming. Whiteboard behind him to write down the subs and all.
Oh, yeah? You have to bend over to write the subs on as well, or?
Has to. And of course, he needs to do the squat tutorials and the jump tutorials. Those are always fun. Ooh, what's not fun is missing shots like that, though. Denny Slock. He did have only the head to find, but doesn't manage to get it. However, Oxygen picks up the slack, finds Kyler. That's Anonymo down a man already, and you don't really want that to be happening on a buy like this. Just the pistols and armor looking for some heads, but the heads keep evading them, I'm afraid. Innocent goes down as well. Only 2 T's left. At least they managed to find Ships, but I'm afraid like finding single-digit kills, like it's not gonna be good. Anonymo, they're starting to run out of options, and man, SKADE are gonna get this one done super easily, aren't they?
Well, this is tragic. I wanted a close game, Sermon.
I know you did. You even predicted it, and I was like, ah, man, SKADE are actually better. Unfortunately for them, Nuke, it was a bit of a fluke. And hey, Snacks isn't exactly letting them down, 1 KD.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. completely average.
Yeah, you don't want your top fragger to be completely average, especially since you're dropping him the big green gun a lot of the time. And, well, in this one, of course, everyone on the AK-47s, as the push will not even start toward the apartments. They'll try to do something, but Stanislaw is ready for it. Tags the player up, switches to Deagle knowing a tag has been made, but loses his life in the process. That's going to be Kyler on the kill. And the 5v4 situation now, the T's, they just might get it done.
Actually, Anonymo might be finding
Yeah.
a 4th. Nice kills coming through towards top mid, but oh, that's the bomb. Careful, because you almost give that one up. Minio does get out of there before Duplicate can find anything dangerous. I'm left with just 14 HP. It should be a 4 for Anonymo. But SKADE will have no issues buying up in the next round, so Duplicate may as well go for the see whatever he can find. Even just one more kill here. Never mind. He's been removed. Every time I feel like I say something in these situations, just put out of misery, innit?
Yeah, if only there was a phrase for it that described the phenomenon where a caster says one thing and the opposite happens. Maybe someone will come up with a phrase for it someday.
You could call it something along the lines of like
commentators
conundrum.
There you go.
Yeah.
Something to that extent. Final round of the half, Dan. Can't help but feel that you're not pumped up for the prospect of Anonymo getting around here.
Woo!
SKADE, they haven't had to eco this entire time, Dan. Their economy's been bullish from the start. Maybe there was an eco somewhere, I forgot.
Well,
but,
second round.
There you go.
Pistol.
Doesn't count.
Okay. Well, okay. If we're just
I've
gonna
decided it
discount
doesn't count.
rounds that fulfill the criteria, yeah, I guess SKADE never had to eco this half then. We'll roll it that way. But Kai and Minio, 2 quick kills for them. Might mean Anonymo find a 5th, which, you know, might not be half bad considering the situation. It's certainly very bad considering the game and the general outcome, but yeah, maybe a little bit of momentum they can carry into the next half. This round going their way. You never know. Some very quick kills coming through in that round, in fact. Faster than I can even speak. Will you be mine? Says Kai's knife. Who's he talking to? Was that a message to us, Sermon? Does Kai want to get to know us on a more intimate level?
Well, I'll DM him just in case, you know. And what happens, happens.
Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Dan.
Yeah, and I think that was his shot he just took then on us. So, or maybe you
go.
more precisely. He saw how you interacted
Hopefully.
with the Polish fan base, and
yeah, it's real hard to please him. You just say the word for bitch in Polish.
Oh no,
and they go mental.
Maybe he's trying to speak out to me because he's bought the dual Berettas.
Oh, there you go. That's how you get into
A man
Dan
of my
Chan's
heart.
bedroom.
A man of my heart. Let's see if he can put them to good use. He was actually dropped them over by Minio as well, who only has 2 flashbangs and no armor. So Kai with the armor and the dual Berettas does have his teammate for a bit of support. Well, this is just absolutely tragic. Although his teammate's providing a lot of support. Can the dual Berettas find one? Yes, they can. Woo! Let's go.
The USP picks up like most of the kills in that one, and you're obviously giving the credit all to the dual Berettas. I get it. Either way, congratulations to Anonymo for winning a very important pistol round here to keep them in the tournament. If they let this one go, they are gone, I'm afraid. And this is going to be 10 rounds required to get it over to 16 or, 9 for overtime. Let's see if they can make it that far. However, SKADE, with their second eco of the game there, I said it.
Glad you finally converted.
Yeah.
Into a more factual lifestyle.
And Snacks converts ships into a dead man with his AUG. Just going to be 4 SKADE players left, and Banana is taken completely by SMGs, and they're not going to be considering going through that smoke one bit. But, since they're out of options, they might as well.
any kills you get with the MP9s here will be great. Obviously, it's a bit of extra cash compared to the rifles. But, yeah, looking like it's all pretty tidy. I mean, a couple kills found.
Ooh.
Nice shot from Duplicate there, Deagle. Putting up a second frag. Rainmaker with only 9 HP has been able to salvage the
no.
orb, but he's just dead. So that's him out of the round. Now Duplicate's left to try and fend for himself, but the timing is good, and Minio does close it down. But a costly round for Anonymo.
Definitely.
Look how much cash SKADE have as well. They're gonna be able to invest pretty heavily into this.
Surely they will be. And Anonymo, very much the underdogs here, given those odds. 4.0. And they're only 3 rounds behind, but we know what those rounds were backed off of, right? A pistol victory. Going to be carrying them only so far. Let's see if they can get anywhere past the 7 mark here, as SKADE will be going into this one armed to the teeth with AK-47s and utility. And Banana also being contested quite heavily, as that one lone player is going to have to retreat. Meanwhile, a 4-man stack on top middle, expecting T-aggression to be going on, but none of them are actually present. All of them toward Banana, in fact, waiting for some kind of CT aggression down middle, and none of it is coming. But respected them for expecting it, because they know if the enemy is on a bonus round, right, they might play more aggressive with those SMGs. That's what they were waiting for, but no such luck, I'm afraid. No free kills for you, as B bomb site should be getting some reinforcements now, because Anonymo, surely the penny has dropped that no one's coming middle. Like, someone take a peek at least.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to Minio with an MP9 backside to try and hold this charge from the SKADE side. Bulgarians, are they gonna lob a Molotov in towards that dark position? They do have a couple they can use. One has gone in towards New Box. Surely another one is going to be coming in towards Dark, but the rotation's coming over. Snacks has been caught, and Minio is still in the back lines, just waiting. Kai is waiting for the time to strike and try and bail his teammate out. Minio takes contact, but he's just immediately removed from the server. A quick triplet of kills come through from SKADE as they secure the bomb plant now and secure an 11th round. I don't know, they just have to save the FAMAS and the M4 here.
As soon as the real Counter-Strike begins, of course, Anonymo capitulate. Unfortunate, but it is the reality. Truth hurts, and SKADE, they will get the 11th one.
Also, I just want to point out something as well from that first half that I've seen. In that first half, on all of the rounds that SKADE won, only one of them they actually had to defuse the bomb.
Yeah, you're right, actually. And the one that Anonymo did win, the bomb did explode, so it was only planted twice.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been, I can't remember if it was planted on like the 2 at the start and 2 at the end they won as well. Because obviously they could have planted
if it was,
the bomb
they got
and
the
then
kills
the kills
before the
either
plants.
way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, that's true. That's true. The plants can still happen. Either way, though, you don't usually see all skull icons when you look at the rounds, right? It's usually a more eclectic mix of different sort of iconography, but not so in this one, I'm afraid. SKADE, they had a really, really good time on their half when they were CTs, and now Anonymo can't fill their shoes. I'm going to be saving some money for the next, I'm sure. A bit of a half buy should be coming in, as the timeout will have, given them some time to think over what kind of a setup they want to be going for here. Wonder if Minio K and Snacks stay on USPs, though. Snacks has some extra money, but he's saving for the op, obviously, as he just gets a little bit of utility, and that's that, it seems.
That is that. That chicken just spawned in out of nowhere. And now it's dead. That chicken had a 2-second lifespan.
Yep. Kind of makes you feel like that's how enemies in video games feel. Their entire, sort of existence is popping into existence only to get shot by some a-hole running down a corridor. not a fun existence to have. Think about the NPCs, guys, next time you play your video games. But not in Counter-Strike, no NPCs here. Just gonna
Apart
be
from the
some nice
chickens.
entries, apart from the chickens, but, well, you know, they don't really do much.
What is Denislaw doing?
I have no idea. Just trying to get on Oxygen's head, but was Oxygen even scratched? I guess he was.
That was a painful experience. Oxygen just did not move. It's like, if you want to get on my head, you could do it yourself. Yeah, clean round coming through from SKADE. It'll be a 12th on the board, and with Anonymo winning both of the pistol rounds in this final map. Imagine what this scoreline would be if they didn't win, if they only won one of them. Or even
And
none of
they
them.
managed to convert both of them. They won the first two rounds of both halves. And that's the, usually when you say, oh, they won both pistols. Yeah, well, they got like shut down on one of them and, you get 50%. That's completely reasonable. But here, they even converted successfully.
Yeah.
And then just complete decimation follows, basically without fail. As Anonymo, a bit of a last chance saloon buy, dare we say? If they don't get this one done, basically zero chance of coming back into it, you think?
Yeah, probably. As much as it pains me to say, yeah. Yeah, I think SKADE, if they win this one out now, it's going to be a very...
14.
A very lonely road to the end of this game.
That's a road you don't want to walk alone.
I walk a lonely road. SKADE are walking the long road, though, in towards this A site.
Ooh.
Finding kills as well on it. They're in towards the apartment, spotted out as well. Duplicate spots that head, taps it down. Kai might get caught trying to escape. Does find one on the FAMAS. Will be able to upgrade to the AK, but Anonymo, they're just going to save, give themselves a chance that next round. The bomb will get planted.
But that was it, man. This was the round to be winning out. And what was their A defense like? A dude on site and a dude in apps? They both just die separately and only one SKADE player falls. It's going to be ships, but I don't know, man. A very underwhelming A-hold here. Anonymo dropping the ball heavily.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of A-holds.
Generally something you want to avoid, yeah. Terrorists will be receiving a little bit of a tan here from the C4 explosion as they go into the next. SKADE on 13, of course, and being 6 rounds in the lead here with another one maybe coming in, though Anonymo with 3 players left alive, surely they can reinvest into this one. It's going to be a bit of a screwy buy, but they can still make it work. There you go. Nothing much screwy about it, just innocent on the FAMAS, and, well, the utility pretty much perfect across the board. Let's see how they can manage to get it working, though. As this is surely their last chance, then. We'll just keep doing that meme till the end of the game. I don't care. Denislaw with the opening frag and snacks. Well, you don't want to be the first one dying on an important round like this.
But he has.
But he has, and Innocent is just trying to take his place again, but only gets legged, thankfully. As the T's, well, they have taken complete control of this apartment's area and waiting to be flashed out by ships. He's got a flash and he's on top mid. That usually signals that it's going to be a waterfall strat. There you go. No, that's going to be a smoke. And now the flash as they just run in. Tyler in the graveyard. Not going to be making his grave for long. Yeah, there you go. Gets traded immediately, of course. 3 versus 4. CT given up the A bomb site yet again, but this time of re-aggression from short and long. I just find these players pinched and Oxygen depleted of air. Goes down and a 3 versus 3 situation emerges, and these T's, they're all over the place. They don't have any crossfires going for them, and that's the in that Anonymo required. Finding the kills, but still a 2v2. Ships and apps as Denislaw is trying to hold his ground from the pit. 35 seconds left. And how can they even push forward with this bomb? K's going to be denying them this. And Denislaw, well, he can still do it with the AWP and pit, but he's got to reload, so hold your horses for a second.
Yeah. Spots out where K is. Tries to get the shot through. Innocent still in the site. 14 seconds. Needs to push forward. Quick shot on Kai. And now 1v1. Innocent so very low on HP. And Dennis Slaw. He's going to dish out the Slaw. Have a bit of that with your lunch.
Goddess Law. Just on the server right now. The bomb was down in mini pit. He couldn't care less. Just gets the kills. A nice double to round it out. And it all started with the initial kill onto Snacks. That's what really gave them the advantage going forward. But it's the clutch that gets it done. With very limited time remaining, he just flops it out and styles on them.
What's he flopping out, Sermon?
The big green gun, of course.
Yeah, of course. Slapping it on the table right in front of Anonymo's faces.
Yeah. Making a nice metallic sound. Man, Innocent could have had him on the edge of the smoke as well. He was ready for the push, but just couldn't connect.
Tragic tale of a must-win round. And now we head into another must-win round for Anonymo.
It is a meme we could keep forcing, but you know.
Yeah. No,
that was legitimately the must-win round because now Anonymo are on such low money they have no choice but to eco, and once you're on 15-7, I mean, come on, are we seriously entertaining the idea of Anonymo making it back this far? We saw how Overpass went over.
Ooh, yeah, you've got.
We also
pistols.
saw Nuke, but forget that.
True. Yeah. 16-2 from Anonymo is erased from our minds at this point. But yeah, you've got 2 Deagles, or 3 Deagles, mind you. Make it 2 now, with Kyler removed from the server. It's just ships running in towards his B-site, killing everybody who's standing in front of him right now. That's not conducive of a round if you're Anonymo. You need more than that in ships. Even the ones he can't see, he's shooting. He's just shooting everybody. And it's just over. It's just over. 15 gonna be coming through for SKADE. It's Innocent left in a 1 versus 4. Couldn't clutch the previous round and won't be able to clutch this one as it's again Dennis Law finishing him off. 15-7.
What kind of a buy can they get done here? M4s, AUG, all the money basically spent. And the utility is going to be good for Anonymo. Meanwhile, of course, SKADE with such a big bank behind them, Anonymo would have to win, what, 3 rounds in a row? Assuming that SKADE don't ever save but manage to get planned sometimes. Such a difficult position to be in, as this is, of course, tournament life here. Anonymo about to be eliminated if they give up another one. And
nice
off
push,
to a
though.
great start, actually. Okay, Minio gets the entry. Now with a man advantage, can they keep converting it? If he keeps aggressing, surely that would be the end of him, and smartly enough, goes back before he goes down. And top mid control next on the list for the SKADE side, as, well, there's no presence around. But Long is going to be seeing 2 CTs, one of them potentially flashing the other one in. We'll see what they go for.
That nade.
But for now, it's a duel of the Oppers that concludes in a nade kill.
Oh dear. Dennis Law
Let's see it.
tried pushing deep. Nade just bonks him. Bit of a bonk there. Like you bonk your dog. Doge. Slaw has gone, and finally a kill from SKADE here, but surely this isn't a round they can find. Surely not, Sermon. Don't say it's true.
Must
say it ain't so.
win round.
Say it ain't so. They're pushing in towards his A site. 2 players to find. They get rid of Innocent. Kyle is still towards mini pit though. Finds the first. Should secure the round. He does get dinked up in return. If Rainmaker can find this kill quickly, not quick enough. Snacks is there.
Okay. How many rounds in a row is this? 7? Seven measly rounds. That's what the Polish guys need right now, Dan. Surely that is a reasonable request.
Well, considering that's the first gun round they've won.
Yeah, no, that's not a reasonable request. You're right. You're right.
If they could pull it off, it'd be mesmerizing. I would be chanting
certainly.
all hail Anonymo.
Oh yeah.
But right now, it's all hail the Bulgarians. But 2 very quick kills from Skylar, assisted by Snacks for a 3rd. Looking like it is going to be 9th on the board. But plenty of cash still for SKADE in reserve. So any kills Rainmaker can find here are just going to be a little bit of a bonus, a little bit of a hindrance to that Anonymo economy into that next round.
And Rainmaker finally gets found out. So yeah, Anonymo prolonged their death for another one. No one's pulling the plug yet. Still with hope. They continue this march forward into the 25th round, and well, SKADE's economy starting to look a little bit bleaker. Surely they would have enough in the next if they were to lose. After that, they would have to go for an eco, assuming no bomb plants or round loss bonus shenanigans and all of that I couldn't calculate on the fly. Just a cast to remember. Can't do math.
Certainly not while on broadcast.
No. That's the biggest mistake you can ever make. But yeah, the second biggest would be to overcommit toward a B take, and they certainly just give away banana for a little while the grenades have time to dissipate. As Anonymo will now be advancing. It's going to be Snacks holding down the primary angle, but oh my gosh, Duplicate just deletes him. And now K's in a bit of a precarious position, is he not? He needs to find like 2 kills minimum. There you go. Anything more than this is gravy. Gets it onto Oxygen. Plenty of gravy for these mashed potatoes here as Dennis Law finally puts an end to it. And it's a 2 versus 3 with Anonymo in the lead. And Innocent looking like he's going to be finding a crisp headshot there. He sees a few pixels. The beret is peeking out, Dan. But no kill happens. And the molly kind of, is failed entirely. But we ignore those.
Dennis Law, hoping to get the flank. As the smoke fades, he just stood looking at it with a bomb in his hands. And as good as that sounds, it's not. No way of fighting back. So now it's Rainmaker alone against 3 as Anonymo looks to find 10 on the board and mount somewhat of a resistance. Kyle's not going to allow any Rainmaker or anything in this one as it's very quickly closed down. But Kai, you asked for 2. He delivered +1.
That's a good delivery.
Yeah. I wish my Uber Eats could deliver like that.
I asked for 2 packs of chicken tendies and I got 3. 5-star review. Well, Anonymo on a must-win round here, technically. Now that it's all even, of course, SKADE with the pistols. It would be heartbreaking if they were able to get it done in this one, but come on. They're usually just going to be running to their deaths as Snacks was ready for it, and the Molotov kind of forced his teammates to stay back there as no help was granted. And now the fallback toward Banana should be signaling some kind of a B hit. The CTs evenly dispersed around the map, but Minio does fall on Banana. Is down to K, this time not in a position to get a double. Nor does he require it, just has to throw down the smoke and delay until cavalry arrives. And oh my gosh, that's not where you throw that flash, I'm afraid. It's a 3 versus 3, Dan.
What's he done?
If they lose it because of this, that's gonna be a very, very hard after team talk.
Oh, the bomb!
But Snacks saves him. Yeah, the bomb is down, and Thenislaw and Rainmaker just cannot retrieve it without facing the AWP.
Well, Dennis Law, M4 towards the back of sight. They both have armor, but yeah. No smoke, no flash, nothing to get that bomb at all. They just have to take the straight fights. And Rainmaker, I like the attempt. He shuffles the bomb a little bit closer towards his teammate, but still out in the open. Kyler will nail him down. 11 on the board for Anonymo. Still finding rounds here, finding a bit of form and finding some pressure that they can apply towards SKADE.
That pressure's all about to be relieved, though. The money's in.
Oof.
They made a withdrawal. They mortgaged their house, then SKADE do have enough to buy this one. And if they die, it's not their mortgage, so can just waste the money. Either way, they win. Anonymo, 4 more rounds to find. Let's see if they can get it done in this one, though. Minio, a ballsy push down middle with no assistance from top mid whatsoever. Now someone joins the fray, but it's not going to need much help anyway. There you go. A couple of kills go their way. Anonymo with a man lead in the end, and Snacks even picks up another. Only 2 left for the Bulgarians, and that round was over real quick, with the Polacks finally deciding to put some pressure onto the middle of the map. They do find their initial kills. Now Oxygen has too many corners to check and will be going down. Rainwaker left. Anonymo managed to get yet another must-win round. Trademark.
Seriously, trademarking that?
Hey man, you wouldn't believe what people are trademarking these days.
I feel like there's a lot better options if you're looking in the trademarking market. I feel like that would not be what I'd go for personally.
All right,
As
all
a
right.
catchphrase, I think I try and trademark something different.
Like what? Babam?
I don't know. What's he done that
Boon?
for? What a blunder!
I can't believe it!
Oh dearie me!
Freiburg, are you kidding me?
It's definitely not Freiburger. Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you know, Freiburg, are you kidding me, was the intro. Well, is still the intro for By the Numbers, so
Yeah.
that's why I get
Yeah.
to
It's
relive that
definitely.
cast over and over.
He definitely says kidding. Nothing else at all. For anybody who's interested in that,
Oh,
definitely
really?
the word kidding.
What? He
Um,
doesn't? I'm confused
yeah.
now. Does he say a no word?
No words there.
Okay,
It's all
okay.
clean.
No words.
No words. Anonymous is staying alive.
Mm-hmm.
SKADE
And
might be bringing
Skade.
out their no words soon.
But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be winning this one, right? It's a half buy. Enough money for the next round, of course, as there's plenty of money to work with now with that loss bonus. Let's see if the pistols can reign supreme in this must-win round. But yeah, ooh, the initial kill does actually go the way of Oxygen, so Anonymo are going to start to sweat, especially Kyler, who's stuck in the graveyard area. Going to be his grave, in fact, as Snacks finds a double. The bodies keep stacking high, but being low HP, they can still plant the bomb, get some extra money for the next, and they'll even maybe hold out on this A bomb site. There are 3 of them. They can set up good after plants. It's certainly doable. And there you go. Oxygen makes it into pit. Another player in there. They have a really good crossfire now. And the CTs might just fall here, even though they have a massive advantage going into it, but we'll see what happens either way. The flashes rain in. Minio on the sites, tries to find ships, and there you go. Falls down. Denisla also in Oxygen in a 1 versus 3. Can he delay the bomb plant long enough? Low HP players! Not gonna be happening, I'm afraid. As the bomb gets defused, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anonymo on the 13th. You starting to believe, Dan?
Ooh.
Or are you ready to be disappointed in the very next round as always?
Oh man, don't even say that. My little
He said it.
heart. My little heart. I want this so badly. I want overtime so badly, Sermon.
Me too, not gonna
But
lie.
you just know how often this turns out in a
Yeah.
16-14.
That's why it
feel
feels so good when it does happen, Dan. When the
Yeah.
reverse sweep like actually occurs and we get like a 15-15, no one thought possible. That's when it feels really good. But unfortunately, it has to not happen like a lot of the time for it to feel special when it
Yeah.
does happen.
All right,
So
I get
let's
your
just.
point, but it doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't make it any better. No,
No.
reality's cruel and we all die alone in the end, I'm afraid. Just gonna
Right.
be
Doctor Doom? Jesus.
That went a little bit darker than usual. Anyway,
Yeah.
Skade. They have taken apartments, Dan. What implications does this have for this round? You think they'll take top mid next? Certainly looks like it.
You'd assume so. That would be the logical play rather than taking alt mid after taking top mid. That's
There you
certainly
go.
what you'd expect. And now, Rainmaker opening kill. That is exactly what SKADE need. Can they carry this into a win? Or will Anonymo continue to fight back? Because they've got to play a deep down banana. Maybe Denislaw actually catches Kai off. Maybe they're a little bit antsy to try and get these kills through. Denislaw, he finds Kai, and now that's a 5-on-3. Anonymo might just drop the ball here after what seemed like a bit of a fairy tale comeback for them in this final map. They might just
Look at
fall
this.
short by 2, but Snacks
is
can get this
surrounded.
kill. Yeah, that's 1 kill perfectly found. And the bomb hasn't been able to get in towards the site yet. Ship's though, look at his position. He's going to be the flank of the flank. And this could be the flank of the sentry. But Minio, he gets one before Ships can find anything. But turning 180, he's finding Kyler in the backlines. And it's just Snacks 1 versus 3. And is he going to be walking in a wonderland, or is he going to be walking in a grave? It's the grave that beckons him. And it's SKADE up to